I'm going to critique the most expensive penthouse in Brooklyn. So if you decide to buy or design or remodel your own penthouse, you will make the same mistakes. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to score this based on my 10 principles of quality. My name is Arvin Haddad. I'm the How to Buy a Penthouse guy. Let's watch this video together.
And welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm happy that you clicked on the video because you are going to discover the most expensive property in Brooklyn. It's priced currently at $19.5 million, but I came here a few months ago. I caught an amazing sunset. I posted it and we reached over 150 million views because the view is incredible.
Okay, let's talk about the location. Look, I'm so divided to give it either a 6 or a 7, but let's talk about historical context here, okay? Dumbo used to be nothing. It's just being tucked between two bridges. Like, it's kind of no man's land. Now, it's changed a lot over the last, 15, 20 years. And the number one best thing about Dumbo is, I would say, views, right? Like, that's undeniable. And we're going to talk about the views, but they've, again, not to say they haven't done improvement. Like, there's parks you can go, there's shops, restaurants, but to me, it's not Brooklyn. And it doesn't stand on, historical pedigree, even in Brooklyn terms. I'm going to give it a 6 because it's too close to the bridge, even though that is a positive when it comes to the view. I don't think it's a positive when it comes to the actual when you walk downstairs and you start moving around being right next to the bridge.
Just before we start the tour, I want to tell you the specs. So as I said, $19.5 million, 5 bedroom, 4.5 bathroom. You also have 5,928 square feet of interior and 550 square feet of outdoor space.
Okay, let's talk about building amenities. I'm going to give it a 9. It's amazing. I mean, everything is brand new. You've got a tennis court, you've got kids area, you've got a swimming pool, indoor and outdoor. This is really, really good. They went really all out on this. And it's just not like a bachelor type. It's also for families. I actually think the value at 19.5, this unit with all these amenities in Manhattan would have been way more expensive. So building wise, I think it's a brand new building, very fresh. I'm going to give it a 9.
We are right now in the living space. As you could see behind me, there is this incredible view over Manhattan that I'm going to show you in a couple of minutes. But right now, what I love about this space is this curved sofa. And if you're wondering what is the name of this sofa, it's called a buckle sofa. I really love those type of sofa. It's really, sophisticated. You need to take some notes in the way this space has been decorated. First of all, the 3 mirrors here, on top of being beautiful and very aesthetic, they give more depth to the room.
Okay, I don't think the mirrors or the couch is the main thing because I don't think it comes with the property. The best thing they've done over here is the palette, and they didn't take attention away from the view. This is a gorgeous view. We're going to talk about it in a second, okay? But what you don't want to do is go obnoxious with colors or art, or when you have something, you have like the nuts, right? Like you have the actual nuts, you've got the royal flush. Like you do not want to distract from that. So I think they've done a fantastic job. It's elegant, it's nice, it looks comfortable, it feels cozy, it feels like a home. The palette is just right, and it just makes you comfortable and draws your attention to the view. Really well done.
Something here that I like about what they did is the layout is open.
The layout is not open. And it shouldn't be open. It's a good thing that the layout is not open. I don't know why she's saying the layout is open. This is a closed layout. If the layout was open, that wall separating the kitchen would have been open. You had stools sitting over there. Then it would have been an open layout. But I don't like that. For this unit, I think they've done absolutely the right way of cutting it. Why? Because if you would have had exposures on the other side, you would have had way too much light coming in. It's just overexposed. This way, you create a separation, and that back wall could actually function as a place where you put the TV. So you get to use the prime spot in the house, not just as a formal living space, but possibly as your actual family room that you would use. This is super important. Okay. This building is pointy. It points towards Manhattan, points towards north. And by putting a wall there, the TV just gives you a lot of reasons to just hang out. Right after dinner, you can come over here, hang out. When your friends and family or have parties, people will congregate here. You will use the most expensive, most valuable part of the house the most amount of time, and that's what you should do. That's what I teach in my 5-day workshop. But before I tell you guys the next part of this video, I have an announcement. A lot of you have requested for me to critique regular homes throughout this whole past year and a half that I've been active on YouTube. And it is 100% in line with my mission to eliminate buyer's remorse in real estate. And I actually buy regular homes for myself, right? A regular home in LA is between $2 to $4 million. And that same home looks and feels the same way as a $250,000 home to a $750,000 home anywhere else in America. Okay. They look the same lot sizes. It's more expensive. The price is different, but the home fundamentals, the 10 principles of the home is the same all around America. And however, I get 2.5 million views a month on this channel. There's no way I can help all of you. So what I've decided to do is create a membership, a very affordable membership for all of you guys to join. And there are only 100 seats available. I don't think there's a way where I can serve more than 100 people in this setup. And in that way, I can actually give you true value, answer your questions about a property you're about to buy, analyze the neighborhood with ZipSmart.ai. If there's a house you're planning to sell and it's not selling, you have escrow problems, you have issues, negotiation issues, you can actually come and ask your question over there. And I will answer it for you guys, just like the way I would do with my inner circle clients, my consulting clients. I think it's important for me to give back to you, all of you, if I really am serious about eliminating buyer and seller remorse. Now, obviously, it already might be full by the time you're watching this video, but I'm also opening a kind of a shadow, like a kind of a, let's say, backstage to this where you can watch me critique and answer questions, Q&A for people in the, active buyer, active seller, 100 people who I'm going to be critiquing. And that way, if someone leaves, I will pick people from this pool to come in. And I think even watching me critique and give advice to buyers and sellers in that group will be humongous amount of value. And I'm purposely keeping this super, super affordable. The shadow group or the backstage is like even less expensive than the 100. And this is for me to give back to all of you for supporting me, because I have the best community in the world. I love you guys. So this is a way for me to give back every Thursday from 10 to 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to do it. And the videos will be available to you if you live internationally, not in the United States. After I record them, I will post them. So if you're in the shadow group, backstage group, you can still watch the videos and learn from it. The link is in the description. Let's continue watching.
Here, I would see myself, entertaining. If you are an entertainer, that's the perfect place.
If you're an entertainer, I juggle. Does that qualify me as an entertainer?
And on top of that, you have an amazing view that I know you have been waiting to see, and I'm going to show you right now, because I would be like, if I would be you behind the camera, I would be like, Clara, stop talking, just show us the view.
Okay. I mean, it's so hard not to give it a 10. I personally think the view of Manhattan from Brooklyn, from Dumbo, is perhaps the most beautiful view of New York City. And I actually have a funny story about this. When I was a kid, we lived in Iran and we will visit America all the time. And every time we would come to America, my parents would try to show me different parts of America. So I traveled when I was a kid to one of the trips. We went to Toronto, went to Niagara Falls, and my parents told me, or my dad told me, we're going to go see New York. And I was so excited. Like, I'd seen New York in the movies. I was so excited to see New York. We hadn't ever seen New York. I hadn't seen like skyscrapers really before. So I was really excited to see skyscrapers. And what my parents did, they drove us on our way to Washington, D.C. We stopped by New Jersey, across the Hudson. We pulled over to a viewpoint, and my dad said, there you go. That's New York. At the time, it didn't really click that we actually never went to New York, and he just showed us New York from across the thing. And then like later on, like I asked my dad, it was like, Dad, like, why didn't you actually take us like to Manhattan. Like, why don't you show us? Like, we wanted to see it. It's like you can't see it from inside. You got to look up. You can best see it from outside. So we stayed at a Holiday Inn, and it was great. It was a great trip. I love New York.
The thing about those windows, they are floor-to-ceiling windows. It's incredible because it lets the light getting through it.
What? Hold on. Babe, there's these new windows. They allow the light in. It's incredible. You have to check it out. It's hilarious. She's something.
Now, we're gonna talk about this dining area that is really nice because it's in the middle of the room and that flows perfectly into this unique kitchen.
Perfect shape, right? Like this, what is it? Like a triangle, oval shape. Amazing. I think the staging, the decor, so far, fantastic. I couldn't have done this better. Really, really good job of setting it up. The transition to have that dining room at the best place where you can use it for casual, you can use it for parties. Again, I think it's so important to get good use at the prime location. And this does it. Doesn't matter if you're hosting a big party or you're just having breakfast with your kids. Amazing. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of doing it. It's so efficient.
Something that I love is that they built those wood cabinetry. You see?
You mean wood? It's
Wood cabinetry.
It's a rite of passage, Kakla. They made so much fun of me for my English. Don't worry. Your accent is way better, miles better than my accent, okay? Way better. Everyone loves it. I'm just giving you a hard time.
So you have a dishwasher from Bosch right there, but you also have another dishwasher right there.
Kakla, I don't think you've ever opened the dishwasher before. That looks too difficult for you. I'm going to get in trouble for that.
You have the view on the Statue of Liberty. You have the view on literally everything. You have the view on the Brooklyn Bridge, the Manhattan Bridge, the skylines, the Statue of Liberty.
It's amazing view, right? So this is like west facing on this side. On the other side, you're east facing. And then on the front, you're north facing. So you don't get the south facing all important side, right? But this unit is lit. It's going to be so much natural light. And while we're at it, I'm going to score the unit orientation. I'm going to give it an 8. It's fantastic. It's really, really good. And it's so important to keep that wall in. Not just, the fact that it will let the energy out. It will be so overexposed at all hours, sun coming in from every direction, that I think it was a brilliant move to really separate these two areas. And actually, the layout works really, really well. And for that reason, I've seen enough to say I would give this layout probably a 9, if not a 10, because it's not just like how good it is, how well they've done it for what they had.
The skylines, the Statue of Liberty, the river, what else can you ask? So here it's very important because you have this living space, but as well, you have this lounge. It's currently decorated and designed as a lounge, but it's like a blank canvas. You can do whatever you want in this room. Personally, how I would think about this room. Right now, they put this L-shaped sofa, so it can be a lounge, but I would see an amazing library here.
I agree. I think she's right. I would not have a TV room here. I think putting that wall, you can totally have a TV room there and use that space all the time. I would give this room another functionality. I 100% agree with her. A library is not a bad choice. It could be an adult area. It could be, where you'll have a piano, a kind of sophisticated, maybe a bar. I think giving it another utility than a media TV room is a great idea.
With wooden shelves, or I would do a retreat and wellness room where every morning I go there and I do, some yoga and you have the light coming on you.
Carla. This is west facing. If you want to wake up in the morning and wait for the sun to come, you might have to wait for 12 hours. It's going to take a long time. Yoga, sun in the evening before going to bed, maybe, but not in the morning.
And that's a perfect place to just relax. So, I want to show you right there. Up. You can see what's behind me. That's the primary. Before, I want to show you the bar that is between your lounge and right before your kitchen.
Great layout. Really, really good layout. Very efficient. Like, look how much they achieved in such a little space. Again, this is narrow, guys. This is like Flatiron building, right? It's really efficient. This is very central. Good. Again, I don't think this bar is that sexy, but if you really want to have that TV room, this bar would do the job.
And obviously here you can have the best selection of wine. As a French, I love having wine fridge.
Look at this hallway width. Look at that. And that's probably the front door. So when you walk in, you're even going to get, the wow factor a little bit. You're going to see that promise at the end of the road, right? Really cool and great width. Again, I'm going to give the layout for this property a 10. I'm sure it's going to have issues, but they've just done such a good job at doing their best to make the best out of it. It's a fantastic, efficient layout.
And it's just a feeling. Being in this penthouse is a feeling that you're going to understand right there when I'm going to enter in the primary bedroom, because if you own this property, that's where you are going to sleep.
Thanks. Thanks. I'm going to score the architectural style of the building. I think architectural style, I have to give it an 8. I think it's a good modern design. I don't think they reinvented the wheel here or made a breakthrough, but it kind of fits the lot really well. The kind of step back thing is also it's not obnoxious in a way. It kind of takes the heat off as it goes farther back. And it just capitalizes the views fantastically, giving a balcony to almost every unit. Yeah, I'll give it an 8.
Ta-da! Behind me, once again, this incredible view. You have near floor to ceiling window. You have the Manhattan Bridge. You can see Manhattan, you can see Midtown, you can see, the edge from there, the Empire State.
That's a gorgeous freaking view. I mean, such a beautiful, beautiful view.
You can see all the most beautiful new development in the city from your penthouse. This room feels like a 5-star hotel.
It better feel better than a 5-star hotel. 5-star hotel is not that expensive. This is what, 19.5 million? It should feel like a 7-star hotel.
I want to talk about this bathroom in detail. You have this stone called Algo Chepo, and the Algo Chepo stone is on the floor, on the wall, and on this double vanity.
They dropped the ball. Horrible. Overuse of this stone, whatever it is. Like an accent at best. At best. It just took the life out. Like, party's over. It's no vibe whatsoever. Overused.
You have a double shower. Come with me, I'm gonna show you. So you have this double shower with the double shower head.
Well, double shower would have a double shower head. Probably like a rainfall as well, which this one doesn't have.
And then you have this very nice freestanding soaking tub overlooking at the city.
Wow. Look. The view is amazing, but what's even better is privacy. No one can look into your bathroom. You could be butt naked, flashing the whole city, and no one even would see it. Beautiful. That's super, super good. I mean, the only downfall is being close to the bridges and the traffic. So if you open the windows, you're going to hear that thing for sure. I don't care what time of the day or night. And that's going to be an issue. I'm going to score this an 8 for privacy. But visually, optically, you're fully covered over here. You have no neighbors, no one looking in. You do want to make sure you're looking at permits around you so there won't be a skyscraper in front of you or on the side blocking your view in the future, because a lot of this has to do with how good this view is.
Let's keep going. You have a toilet right there. However, as I said, there is everything in double in this penthouse. So obviously, you're gonna have a second toilet right there. We gotta keep going because this primary bedroom has a walk-in closet right there, very spacious.
That's not spacious at all. That's really small. Once you put the cabinetry there to hang stuff, there's nothing. You don't even have space for an island or anything in this space. Super, super small. And this is a mistake. Like, you did not need to have his and her everything, maybe the sinks, but not his and her toilet for primary bathroom. I think push comes to shove, closet space is more important than having dual bathrooms. This is not even good enough for his, let alone hers.
And it's not done because you also have another closet right here.
That's a storage place. Like you can't even put hangers on the side. You won't even be able to walk. So you only can put it at the end. And what are you going to fit? Like nothing. Horrible amount of closet. This is a problem. This is a major problem. I wonder if you can add more space from here where this desk is with this mirror. I think you have to. There's no way. Like even a 20-year-old will have more clothes than this.
I want to bring you now inside the other bedrooms. We are going to continue the tour with the secondary bedroom.
Do you see what I'm saying? The way the building is built, you got views on both sides, and your north-facing views are just amazing. And great size windows too to bring as much natural light as possible. Very impressive. Very impressive, use of this kind of a triangular-looking lot to maximize views on both sides. Extremely well executed.
Just in front of this bedroom, you have the two other bedrooms.
Okay, there are two things we haven't scored yet. One is the HOA. I think the HOA is definitely high for Dumbo or Brooklyn for that matter. But again, you get a lot of elements with it. For that reason, I'm going to score it a 9. I think it's not that bad. I think this is an ideal unit for someone who works in the financial district in Manhattan, but wants to get a lot more for their money. And they want to come on this side and they just love view properties. And to me, this is a family-friendly building because it has swimming pools, it has gym, it has gorgeous views, and the layout is very family friendly. It's a great space, and for that buyer, this unit is very affordable. And the HOA is just gonna comp well with what they would have paid anyways in Manhattan. So I don't think that's a big deal.
We're gonna go now inside the kids' bedroom. So that's how they decided to lay out each room. But once again, you can decide whatever you want. So here, double bed for your kids, and then you have this beautiful view.
Look at this. Fantastic. You got 2 bedrooms right next to each other for the kids. They all get views. You have a guest bedroom. If you have a third kid, that would be great for. You have a library or a TV room. It's a totally family-friendly building. This is really good. I'm very impressed. Very impressed. Great layout and all on one story. Like you don't have to take stairs. You don't have to do anything. I can see why they're charging 19.5. It's hard to find this in Manhattan for this price to get with this views. I mean, you can't even have these views, right? In Manhattan. Like to me, this like view wise, it's as good as, park view, like clear unobstructed park view. I like it as much. I think this is even more dynamic because you got the river and you got the boats and you got 2 bridges, backdrop. And then you also have a lot of natural light coming from all directions. So fantastic unit. I'm very impressed.
You might think, where is the office? You have a $19.5 million property and you don't have an office? But what do you think? Of course they do. They thought about everything. But not only they have an office space. You know where is the office space? It's not gonna be inside your penthouse. Because you have kids, you want to, enjoy working in silence, you want to have business call, you want to be successful, you don't want to have any noise. So we're gonna open the door of your penthouse. This is private to you right now. So all this space is private to you. No one can access this space. You have a double elevator, and here in the foyer, you can enter your own private home office.
Wow. Amazing. Brilliant. I would love this unit. I mean, I'm going to call a couple of my clients in New York to see if this is sold or not, because this is a fantastic unit. I'm really impressed. I have no idea, but I have a client who's looking to buy in Manhattan, and I want to see if he's ever seen this unit in person because he's thinking about having kids, and this is totally within his budget. So I love the fact that it's separated from the main house because I work from home, and having kids come to your office, I'm in a little guest house garage that I work that is separated from the house, and it's clutch. There's no way I can get work done. If this office was within the house, the kids would be just all over me the whole time.
I know you could see yourself work here.
Oui. I kind of want it for myself. I can't afford it, but it's a great unit.
You have so many amazing amenities. You have a pool indoor and another one outdoor, so during summer that's amazing. You have a bowling, you have a tennis court, so you can play whenever you want, and it's only accessible for the residents. Also have a spa, you have your gym, you have a 24/7 doorman. You can call whenever the reception. There is 24/7 security inside this building.
One of the number one things I would want to check before recommending this client is that if these views are protected, because this is a big deal. The zoning rights, the view rights, if this view is always protected, because if this view is taken away from you, then you're just in Dumbo next to the bridge. It's super, super important. That's like the number one thing research I have to do before recommending this property to my client. Okay, let me score the finishes before I give you guys the Arvin score. I'm going to give the finishes a 7. Mostly because of the primary bathroom. I think they totally got it wrong. It would be the number one thing I will ask my client to change before moving in, because it just really cheaped out the whole place, right? Way too much of that stone. Otherwise, I would have given an 8. I thought they did a good job throughout the rest of the property, keeping it consistent luxury, but not right below the bespoke, right? Like the ultra high end, but pretty good for a brand new construction development in Dumbo. But I forgot to score scale and volume. Look, the ceiling heights are good. I think they're like borderline good ultra luxury. But let's be honest, the volume of the rooms none of the rooms were that big. I mean, the living rooms, the kitchen, it's more of a regular, like, $5, $6 million home. And for that reason, I have to give it a 6. Here's the Arvin score. And if you want to see another video by her, a triplex in Tribeca that is not even in Tribeca, it's a really funny video. And also the Zebra Penthouse, another Manhattan video. Otherwise, if you want to become a channel member, if you're an active buyer or seller and you want to ask your questions, it's very affordable, only 100 seats. You can click on the link in the description and join it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.